Hello there, guys. Full time at the Emirates Stadium, full time on this pretty disastrous Premier League campaign for Arsenal. We finish in eighth. I think it's our worst league position since the 70s, outside of the European places for the first time since the mid 90s, 25 years ago. Pretty diabolical campaign all in all. We did at least finish with a win. I'd love to tell you it was the kind of convincing victory that could act as a successful tune-up for the FA Cup final. It wasn't really. I mean, Arsenal benefited from some bizarre Watford defending, particularly in the early stages, and actually were holding on to an extent towards the end. And they'll be grateful to Emi Martinez for two excellent saves from Danny Welbeck, who came away from this game with a goal, but probably should have had a couple more. Watford go down. It was a relatively valiant effort from them. But Arsenal, not entirely convincing. What to say about it? Well, I'll tend to start with a back four. And if that was something he was sort of trialling with a view to potentially rolling out in the final, I think that Arsenal played with a back four in the two league games against Chelsea, one of which they lost, unfortunately, one of which they drew with 10 men. If this was kind of an audition for the central defensive partnership of David Luiz and Rob Holding, it was not a successful one. Look, Rob Holding needs minutes. He's not played a lot of football, but I don't think he looked comfortable today. David Luiz, I mean, we're so busy thinking about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, would he get the golden boot at one end of the pitch? We forgot about David Luiz's own chase for the Premier League record for penalties conceded in a single season. Congratulations to him. He has made that landmark. I mean, listen, we all love Luiz when it works out, and when it doesn't, you're tearing your hair out. Not his hair, he's still got lots of that. But, I thought we looked ragged at the back. It was sort of the system Arteta used before coronavirus and the break that enforced. Tierney was sort of playing the Saka role as an advanced left back. Xhaka was dropping in almost as an auxiliary left back. But central defence was a problem. I mean, when your defence really, really misses Shkodran Mustafi, I think that tells its own story. And that is admittedly partly a story of Mustafi's redemption and his good form. But I think Arsenal are going to really miss him in the final, because whatever they do, if they go with the back four, which I don't think they will after the way today's gone, you're looking at Holding and Luiz. Not a great outing for them today. If it's the three, you've still got those two in there. You tuck Kieran Tierney in alongside, okay, gives you a bit more stability, but it's not particularly convincing. Stead Kolasinac can't be anywhere near that team. I thought when he came on, Sarr looked so dangerous. He's a dangerous player anyway, and he's someone Arsenal should be keeping an eye on. When you look at what we paid for Pepe and what they paid for Sarr, I think you can genuinely query that decision. Nonetheless, the positives, I guess, Aubameyang got himself a couple of goals, didn't quite catch Vardy, had an opportunity, didn't he, late on when Nketiah went through and seemed a bit caught in two minds, went for the seniority pass to Aubameyang, but the angle was too wide. Crazy decision from Dawson to give away the penalty as early as they did for Watford. And what about Mike Dean's reaction? I mean, I thought that was incredibly unprofessional to sort of grimace as if he disagreed with the video assistant referee. I mean, that is undermining the technology, and I'm no fan of the technology or the way it's implemented, but the officials, the referees, should not react like that to a decision, being made by the video, because it was absolutely right in this instance. And I thought his reaction was sort of petty, childish, not becoming of a supposedly experienced referee, but should any of that be a surprise in the case of Mike Riley? I loved Aubameyang's second goal, the bicycle kick. Should he be able to execute that with that much time and space in a penalty box? Of course not, but there you go. I'm just trying to think of anything else that happened in the game. We got another goal. Tierney, very strange goal set up by Aubameyang, but little side-footed shot from Tierney. Appeared to take a deflection on the way through. Pleased for him to get the goal. He was one of the better performers today. I suppose if you're looking for positives for Arsenal, you'd say Martinez, brilliant again. Arsenal have a massive decision to make in the summer on Leno and Martinez. They probably can't keep both. In a way, I hope they don't keep both. I don't think it'd be a good use of resource. I think they should choose one. And I honestly don't mind who they choose. They're both excellent. I'm swinging towards Martinez. Maybe that's recency bias. They're both very good. I feel like you could get more money for Leno. And I think Martinez is good enough to get you into the top four. We'll see. What else to say? Tierney was pretty good. Maitland-Niles was okay at right back, actually. I'd be really thinking about him for one of the wing-back roles at Wembley. Ceballos, excellent. I really liked a lot of what he did on the ball. Some great touches. Cazorla-esque. I know that's a bit lazy as a comparison, but it was there today. And Aubameyang, of course, you can't look past his goal-scoring brilliance. 22 Premier League goals he finishes on again. Remarkable consistency, especially in a team that isn't this good. All in all, isn't that good. Isn't very good at all. All in all, I'm glad to see the back of that league season. It was not good. Do I think it's going to get better next year? Really depends on what happens over the next few weeks. Maybe it depends on if we win this FA Cup final. I mean, that is a massive game. Once again, we're up against Chelsea in a playoff for European football. Although this time it's for the Europa League rather than the Champions League, which shows you we are in a decline. We are sliding, and that needs to be arrested soon, dramatically. I'm going to leave it there. We'll speak after Wembley. Maybe I'll be at Wembley, not sure yet. But yeah, thanks for watching all through the league season. Let's hope we get an uplifting finale at Wembley next week. Bye-bye.